Welcome to another toy episodes. Today we're going to be reviewing the Mattel Batman Returns Catwoman. She stands about 3.5 inches. We'll do comparisons with the Kenner line, which I believe were about 4.5, maybe 5 inches. Let's take a closer look at the details. For being such a small figure, the paint apps are really clean. This one has kind of like the damaged suit here, and as for the sides right here, also damaged. That's pretty cool. Damage here too. It would have been nice if they would have came out with a separate head sculpt that would have had the damaged mask. That would have been pretty cool. As for the articulation, she does go all the way around. Her arms will go all the way around as well. To the side this much. She does have arm articulation. Little cut right here. By the bicep, she has a single joint elbow. And she does have, I believe, is wrist. Yes, wrist articulation, a cut there. And she also, let's see, does she have hand movement? No. But the hands are very pliable though. They're almost kind of like a gummy plastic. So they're not hard. So you should be able to hold the whip, which I'll show you in a second. As for the articulation in the stomach, she does turn side to side this way. And she can kick, let's see. Actually, she kicks a little weird, but she goes up this much. She'll go back up this much. A little bit of a blockage here by the diaper. She does have thigh articulation. That's a lot of articulation for such a small figure. Single knee joint and the boot. No, that's it. That's it for the articulation. She will do the splits. Let's see. Actually, not too much, which is interesting. She does come with an accessory. Her accessory is the whip. Now the whip has a very nice sculpt to it. The only problem is that it's just straight. I guess you can kind of bend it, but it'll just go back to its original position. So if you're holding the whip, again with their pliable fingers, it'll just stand straight. So, I mean, it's cool if you're like pretending you're going to whip somebody, but it would have been nice if you could coil it, or maybe a second whip. Now the face itself, it's got great paint apps. I think maybe the ears are too long. I think they should be smaller. And we're gonna bring her counterpart, or the Kenner version, which is this one right here. Now she is gonna be a little taller, but she's kind of positioned in a way where her legs are slanted. But really, if they were straight, she would be about this tall. Now, if you notice on the Kenner one, the ears are smaller. So I think that's the size of the ears. They're more accurate to the film. But again, the paint apps are really well. You know, the eyes are painted well. Unlike the Kenner, has more of a dot and a little bit of eye makeup. So I think the paint apps are there. The likeness is okay, but again, it's a very small figure. It does have that shiny type of paint to make it seem like she has the leather going. So that's pretty cool. Let me show you how she looks compared to the Mattel Batman 1989. Unfortunately, they never came out with a Batman Returns version. Now the head sculpt, I did change it to the Spin Masters Batman Returns, because I think it has a better likeness. And here he is. That's the same head sculpt. So I just popped this one out and inserted the Batman Returns head sculpt, so it looks better. So if we compare her with the Batman Returns figure, they do scale pretty good. And if we want to bring in the Penguin, let's bring him in and see how she scales with him. Now, in this case, I think the Penguin is a little too tall for her. I think he should be smaller than her. Because if we look at the Spin Masters Batman Returns, the Penguin shouldn't be this tall, right? But if you have a Kenner Batman Returns, and this is my custom Kenner Batman Returns, now the sizes start looking a little bit better. Oops. So now we can get a clear size of where she's at. This Batman looks great with this penguin. It's an accurate penguin to what it should have been. You know, back in the days we received the Superpowers penguin with the repaint, which wasn't great. Didn't look like him. So if you do want to match her up with the Kenner Batman, you know, she is small, and I mean that's okay. He should be taller than her, right? Or you can skip her and just bring in the Kenner Batman Returns Catwoman, you know, and those two scale well, obviously. But I do like how she scales with the Kenner Batman and the Spin Masters Batman. Actually, I think she might be a little taller than the Spin Masters Batman Returns. We're about the same height. No, they look pretty well together. So it's up to you on which one you want to scale her with. Overall, she's a pretty excellent figure. Right now on the secondary market, she's going to be probably like around $50 to $60. Maybe a little more depending on how you get her, whether it's in package or out of package. I bought her in package just to make sure that I had a clean version of her. An excellent figure. Tell me what you think. Please comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next toy episodes. And if you want to see some cool photography, I do have at toy episodes on Instagram. You could also follow me on TikTok, and I'll see you on the next toy episodes.